welcome back to the Pour Man. Today we're going to be talking about a simple brew method, making coffee in a coffee maker or a drip brew. I've got 3 tips today to make this coffee better. 1, we're going to be starting with whole beans and grinding them fresh before we brew. 2, we're going to be worried about and concerned about brew saturation, making sure all of the coffee grounds are contributing to your carafe coffee. And 3, we're going to be avoiding burnt carafe coffee by getting it off the heating implement and into a carafe. Let's get started. I've got my water already loaded, my coffee filter is ready, and I have ground my coffee, my whole beans, with a blade grinder today at a fairly coarse setting. I'm going to pour those in there. And so usually when you pour them into the coffee filter, it's going to look something like that. You're going to have a hill or a mountain, you're going to have a peak in your coffee grounds. That's important because you need to also know where your hot water is going to be pouring over your grounds. So what you do, you want to level it out. Just tap the basket with the grounds and the filter in there. Put it in there. Do you see how it is leveler or more level? Now when you turn it on and the hot water is pouring over those grounds, you're going to make sure they're all saturated. Turn it on. Let's see how this is going to start dripping. When you start to see the hot water dripping out of the nozzle, you're going to see it's to one side. This is on this particular coffee maker. Some coffee makers have their nozzles more in the center. You're still going to be doing the same thing. One other trick you can do is remove the carafe from the heating pad. And most coffee makers have a valve here, a spring-loaded valve that stops the drip. What you're doing is making sure that all of the coffee is saturated before it hits the carafe. This is brewing now, but nothing is in the carafe. There's that nice oily crema. And I'm just using my spoon to stir the grounds around, make sure they're all wet. There you go. And you can smell it. You can smell it start to brew. That's good. Rinse the spoon off. Now that they're all wet, there are no dry grounds in this filter. Now you can reintroduce the carafe, and that is all brewed coffee. And let it brew. So, now that your coffee's done brewing, your carafe is full, you obviously see you have some wet grounds up there. You want to get this carafe and this coffee off of this heating implement as fast as you can. So the more it's on there, the longer it's going to cook. You don't want brewed coffee to cook past the brewing. So you pull it off, and you can find carafes like this. I found this one on Amazon for about 17 bucks. They're not that expensive, and it will make your coffee better. So you take your heated carafe, you put it in your insulated one, and now your coffee's ready to drink. The rest of the carafe is in this insulated carafe, and it is not on the heating implement getting charred. And that will give you a better cup of Joe for the average Joe with a coffee maker.